So here are 3 things that I would do if I started my business today. As new technologies and strategies constantly flood the information space, it can be a lot to digest. So how do we keep up with all this advancement? I think the answer is pretty simple. We just need to arm ourselves with tried and true principles that will stand the test of time. My perspective lies within the photo and video space, but I really believe that these principles can apply to any creative business. Know the tools and adapt accordingly. In the world of film production, there has been a significant transformation in recent years. And at the forefront of this revolution within video production is the iPhone, I think, which, it evolved from a simple camera just for sharing snapshots to becoming a powerful tool capable of producing really high quality and professional grade footage.
Action! Good evening and welcome to Apple Park.
Hey everybody, Peter Zine here, coming to you from Colorado. It appears that we're about to see a major...
More importantly, it has become an effective tool that shares stories that truly engage audiences like never before. It's positioned itself as an alternative to traditional media. So you don't need a fancy camera to make a great video. You really need in-demand skills and produce content that people really want. The new digital renaissance is here. Having a great story is much better than just having a good-looking image. But having a great story with a fancy image is better than a great story with no fancy image. So all across the board, film production has met a new competitor and collaborator: technology. So video businesses that offer great ideas tied in with video have disrupted traditional advertising for small businesses and creators. Because before, traditional advertising and big agencies would charge exorbitant amounts of capital just to produce the same results that are being produced today with new technology. The backbone of all of it is story. Story is the ultimate power. As long as you have the tool, you can shape a story out of anything. It's your creativity and storytelling skills that truly matter. I really think that audiences are craving genuine connections more so than ever these days. So if I were to start my business today, I would keep that in mind. I would also keep in mind what is truly necessary and what will make me stand out. Do I need to buy a lot of fancy equipment while disregarding the purpose of it all? Probably not, because the purpose at the end of the day is to tell great stories. So the second thing that I would understand if I were to start my business today is understand what is organic growth. Your network is your most valuable asset. A majority of my best business today comes from existing relationships that I have fostered over the years. How did I get to this point? Well, you gotta leverage your networks. I leveraged my first network in college. I was involved in Greek life at ASU, which gave me access to a network of thousands of individuals. As I developed my passion and understanding of photography, those individuals would see it first. I would take a group photo, tag everyone in it, they would share it to their stories or post it on their accounts, and then essentially that would triple or even quadruple my initial exposure than if that initial group only saw it themselves. Now, all of their friends would see it. Within that group, those people being in college, they were the ones that were just beginning their careers. In other words, that's when my contact list started. Even if they weren't working directly with me at the moment, they were becoming aware of my interests and my skills and what I was going into. And since they were starting their careers, who are they gonna call when they need video or photo production? So in order to get that ball rolling, you need to do things that are interesting. You also need to go to events that you're really interested in. The key is to be genuinely interested in what you're doing and where you are going. Because when you are, the odds of meeting people that you'll align with increases exponentially. And when you're attending those events, you gotta talk to others, ask questions, and listen more than you speak. Because you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Don't just hand out business cards or talk about yourself the whole time. Take the time to have real conversations and follow up afterward to continue building those relationships. Don't do this if you are not genuinely interested in the group. Everyone will see through you and no one will want to work with you. And come on, you don't want to be the kid in the playground who has no friends to play with. So the third thing that I would do if I were starting my business today is understand digital growth. We can't overlook the importance of also cultivating an engaged online audiences to share your ideas because, well, let's face it, we live in a digital world now. You have the opportunity to be a storyteller for your business, and social media is the perfect platform to showcase that. So back in high school, I read a book called Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari, which had a section on stories and the importance of them, which pretty much said that The emergence of fiction and storytelling gave us an immense advantage, which allowed us to create complex social structures, economies, and belief systems. I really believe that stories are the backbone of literally everything. In fact, stories are the reason Phoenix Suns fans go to basketball games and purchase tickets, because the story of a growing team led by Devin Booker and the seniors Kevin Durant, that's such a good story because they could win a championship, and it's the classic hero's journey, which unfortunately never comes. Relating to a peer on a homework assignment just by being in the same class. And it's so much easier to get connected with them because you have that shared experience. That experience is a story. It's also the reason we have currency and we can trade with one another. We all agree on the story that the dollar has value. Audiences crave a great story. Everyone has a story to tell. Realizing that technology has allowed stories to be shared more easily than ever before should encourage you to use it as well. Good audio and good visuals have never been easier to capture with iPhones, like I mentioned. And you never know who you're going to inspire or who you're going to be, attracting to your work just by sharing your story. So focus on your creativity through storytelling, focus on your quality of labor and the connections you make along the way, and I think that you'll be in a really good spot. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked these topics, please subscribe and leave a like. It really helps out, and I'll see you in the next video.